my biggest fear is, I think you've forgotten who you work for.
Yes.
There are 4 million people across this state that need to know how we vote. We have grown government. We have spending that's too high. We have legislation being passed that legislators don't know about, and it's got to stop. This is not about any sort of complicated constitutional change. We change things all the time. When we want to change the Constitution, what do? We put a question on the ballot and we allow the people to vote. I welcome them saying this is unconstitutional. I welcome it going to the Supreme Court because 45 other states do this and none of them have been challenged constitutionally. And I don't think South Carolina will be challenged constitutionally either. I will tell you this, that I am passionate about this because there's not a whole lot of places where I don't have bruises on this bill. But I will tell you that this is too important for you to decide with 2 people today on some rule that's being passed that y'all decided behind closed doors that you were going to turn around and say that this was your way of clearing up and you were going to pass a rule. This is a bill we are asking for it to be permanent law. I'm telling you, allow this to the Senate floor. Allow a vote by every single senator on whether they think this is constitutional or not. It's the right of the people of this state. It is protection for you as a senator so that they know exactly where you're heard. You can have full debate. It is the right thing to do. To do this in this committee meeting is wrong. The way we got it in the House, and I applaud my colleagues in the House, because it was not getting passed in committee in the House, and so we asked for it to come to the floor of the House. They allowed it to come to the floor of the House, they allowed the debate on the floor of the House, and they passed it overwhelmingly. I applaud them for doing that, and I humbly request that y'all do the same. I'll take questions.
Well, now that you get to your campaign speech, and that's the reason that you introduced this bill.
You know, let me tell you.
Now, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm going to tell you something. You've told me enough, and I respect you, and I believe that you're really passionate about this bill. But this is a bill that involves much more than running for governor. And involves much more than a platform. It involves the Constitution of this state. And I took the same oath that you did. And I am going to uphold the Constitution of this state. And until somebody tells me that this bill is constitutional, correct, then I am obligated not to support it. Even when you failed to vote for your own bill, and you said you were temporarily out the chambers, could you tell us where you were?
Senator, first of all, I'd like to address the first part of what you said, which was...
I'd like for you to answer that one.
Well, I will answer that one. I'll be happy to, but I would like to address the fact that you said I introduced this bill when I decided to run for office. I introduced this bill 2.5 years ago. It is arrogance like this, which is why I'm running for governor in this state, because we've got...